Okay, Amber says we do have Ira on the line, but it's a little complicated, so we're going to bear with her. Remember what I was saying earlier about this being live? This is the fun of it. You get to kind of just see behind the scenes when things aren't going well or right. What happens? Fortunately, we believe in Amber, and she's going to pull us through this with our interview here. We had this interview set up, and again, by no fault of anyone. Sometimes interviews fall through at the last minute, and this one did. So she got on the horn and tried to find somebody who could speak even generally about this case, the Luigi Mangione case in the death of Brian Thompson. And she was able to find someone by the name of Ira Judelson, who we're going to be talking to here shortly. Ira, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, sounds like you might be near the ocean, but we can hear you. Just like all of us, you have been, I'm sure, drinking from this information fire hose the last week or so. The suspect, Luigi Mangione, arrested at the McDonald's in Pennsylvania, and then everything that's followed since then. Now, you are a bail bondsman. Tell us a little bit about what you do, and then, I guess most importantly to this segment, how you're connected to this case in particular.
Well, I'm a bail bondsman. What I do is I write commercial bail to get people that are incarcerated out of jail. I've been doing it for 25 years. I've done some major high-profile cases, such as Harvey Weinstein, Conor McGregor, Plaxico Burress, Ja Rule, and some others. I also own a private security company, which we have been contacted recently to start to do some executive protection for some high-ranking CEOs that is going around right now, which a lot of CEOs right now are very nervous, or high professionals are very nervous to have private security in the future.
And tell me a little bit about the connection that you will have now. You're part of a team that is connected to this case. Is that right?
Well, I'm not really connected to the case at all, but I've been writing bail for 25 years, and I deal with most of the high-profile attorneys that are in New York as we speak and all over the country. So I assume that when this thing does go down and this gentleman is extradited to New York, I will know or be affiliated with one of the attorneys that will be possibly handling this case.
And I apologize, I'm learning about you in real time here with everybody else. But, you know, a job like yours, I would guess, is difficult. You know, you day in and day out are coming in contact with and even for a short time are helping people who are suspected and charged with sometimes really horrific crimes.
Yeah, that's correct. You know, when I did a segment on Dr. Oz a couple of years ago, and Dr. Oz asked me the same question, you know, I try not to get too involved and get close to my clients. I'm just part of the criminal justice system that, you know, gives somebody the right to make bail. In this case, I don't believe that this defendant will be able to get any bail based on his charges and based on the evidence that's there. I know he's going to fight extradition, which will take a while to get him here. I know that the DA's office in Manhattan has been working pretty strongly with the governor's office to try to get a extradition warrant to get him here as quick as possible.
Right. Yeah, we know that that's going to be a little bit delayed. I'm curious, as not as a professional in the justice system, but as a person taking in everything that we've seen over the course of the last week, can you sort of believe what's happened? I mean, there's this undercurrent swell of support for Luigi Mangione. As you're watching this, I mean, you probably can't separate the professional from the personal opinion here, but what do you make of all of that?
Well, you know, in what I do for a living, you know, a lot of times there are some pretty serious motives for what people, you know, get, you know, charged with. You know, I just did the Daniel Penny situation here in New York. I wrote the bond for Daniel Penny, where he was acquitted on both charges. In this case, and this young man has allegedly been involved in some sort of accident for his spinal cord, and he was very, very angry at the healthcare system. But that, in my opinion, does not give him the right, if he is found guilty or he is involved in this case, to go out and take someone else's life and use that platform, which he's using right now, to go after the healthcare situation. There's other ways and other platforms he could have went about to do this. I mean, there's a man that was killed, and he has a family and children. And, you know, in what I do for a living, I deal with some pretty serious people and some serious crimes. And, you know, I feel the same way. There's always different ways to go about it. But again, as a bail bondsman, you know, you're just doing your job. And if you know, someone gets the right to bail, to give them the opportunity to fight their case from the outside. In this case, as I said, I don't believe that will be able to get bail. He'll be remanded, in my opinion.
All right. Ira Judelson, we really appreciate your time. Thank you for calling in on such short notice. Thank you for bailing us out, my friend. We appreciate it. All right, maybe we'll talk to you soon if this thing gets rolling and you are a part of that. It'd be interesting to get some of your insight. Thank you, Ira.
You're welcome.
All right, let's take a quick break. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey is up next. Stay with us.